We can end global poverty and hunger within our lifetimes. In the 21st century, the best anti-poverty program around is a world-class education. I'm pretty sure that if we had more women in charge, things would work better. My fellow Americans, we are and always will be a nation of immigrants. We were strangers once, too. With passion and courage, women have taught us that when we band together to advocate for our highest ideals, we can advance our common well-being and strengthen the fabric of our nation. Because when women have equal futures, families and communities and countries are stronger. When they get an education, that means their children are getting an education. This is a fact. As the wealthiest nation on earth, I believe the United States has a moral obligation to lead the fight against hunger and malnutrition, and to partner with others. Let girls learn. Let girls learn so they can help start new ventures and drive economies. Let girls learn so that they can invest in their communities. Let girls learn so they can be safe from violence and abuse. Let girls learn so they can realize their dreams. We can't ask a child to feed her mind when she can barely feed her stomach. So let's sustain this progress. Let's make hunger history. I believe that by 2030, we can bring electricity to over 60 million African homes and businesses. And that will be transformative for the entire continent. And we are proving that countries don't have to choose between expanding access to power and combating climate change. We can roll back the pollution that we put in our skies, and help economies lift people out of poverty without condemning our children to the ravages of an ever-warming climate. Someday, our children, and our children's children, will look at us in the eye and they'll ask us, did we do all that we could when we had the chance to deal with this problem and leave them with a cleaner, safer, more stable world? We are the first generation to feel the impact of climate change, and the last generation that can do something about it. Women and girls make extraordinary contributions every day across all fields of human endeavor, including in business, education, sports, art, science, agriculture, parenting, and governance. Without these contributions, economies would collapse, communities would fail, and families would fall apart. Our vision is within reach, the first AIDS-free generation. The world is interconnected, and that demands an integrated approach to global health. If the body is strong, if communities are strong, if nations are strong, then their immune systems are a little bit stronger. We have to change our mindsets and start thinking about biological threats as the security threats that they are. Now, as a nation, we don't promise equal outcomes, but we were founded on the idea everybody should have an equal opportunity to succeed. No matter who you are, what you look like, where you come from, you can make it. That's an essential promise of America. Where you start should not determine where you end up. When women have an education, when women have a job, their children are more likely to get an education, their families are healthier and more prosperous. Women's opportunities are expanded and our nation is stronger when all of our citizens have accessible, affordable healthcare. All of us are born equal and we're all connected. Protecting and assisting refugees is a part of our history as a nation, and we will continue to alleviate the suffering of refugees abroad, and to welcome them here at home, because doing so reflects our American values and our noblest traditions as a nation, enriches our society, and strengthens our collective security. For through the citizens of every conceivable ancestry who make this city their own, we see living proof that opportunity can be accessed by all, that what unites us as human beings is far greater than what divides us, and that people from every part of this world can live together in peace. So the United States continues to be the world's largest donor of humanitarian aid, and it will remain so as long as I'm president. The burdens of global citizenship continue to bind us together. Partnership among nations is not a choice, it is the one way, the only way, to protect our common security and advance our common humanity. When people can start their own businesses, it helps individuals and families succeed. No point in doing easy stuff. Together, we can eradicate extreme poverty and erase barriers to opportunity.